Sister Coos. Bummy D, mommy. One, film, swag, gang, boss, aboa.
You know what time it is, and in case you didn't know, you're watching Eyedol TV, the best in entertainment, and we are willing to bring you the most sizzling videos you've ever seen before. And today I'm here with a man, the ever gang boss himself. And wait, I'm not going to mention the name. Let's just go like Aboa. Yo, anytime that song pops up in the club, all the girls go crazy, and then everybody gets scared. You know, like, hey, who's going to touch me next? Charlie, Agbeshie.
Yes,
Agbeshie's in the house, you know.
Straight.
Charlie, and you see what you're doing to the girls.
Oh no, man.
How do you feel when your song comes up in the club? You know, like.
Well, I think.
Oh wow! You know.
I think it's one of the things that every creative person or musician would love to see his or her song. I mean, being jammed with and all that.
Yeah.
It's the dream of every artist. So I mean, putting out such content and then people are getting amused with it. I mean, it feels good because that's what I've always wanted and wish for. So it feels good.
Okay, so we'll come back to that content, but before that, of course, you need to tell us like the rationale behind your brand name. So why Agbeshie?
My full name is Frank Agbeshie, and I'm no lost stand. That's my real name. Okay. And Agbeshie is my real name. So me, growing up as a youth and knowing wherever I'm going and whatever I want to achieve as a musician, as a career in a whole, I realized that if I have to stand out, then it means that I have to pick a name far from the usual nicknames from the high schools and all of that. You know,
it's all about originality.
When I was in JSS, I used to be called Black Virgin.
Black Virgin. Hey, Charlie.
So I got to secondary school and I had Stranger. You know what I mean? But I realized that I have to, because it was getting more professional, so I had to appeal to the world and not only myself. So I choose Agbeshie, which is my middle name for my brand. So, and ever since it's been working because Agbeshie stand out, and everybody who I've been got a chance to listen to my song, the moment the sound comes Agbeshie, you will love to know what's next.
Okay. So the former Black Virgin, who of course now isn't a stranger, now telling you to do what Wrowroho, Charlie, so
Sister Coos. Bummy D, mommy.
So I just want to know, how did the whole musical journey begin for you?
Well, quick one. I know usually people say they did theirs in church and none of that, and blah, blah. Mine wasn't like that. Mine was just straight out. I think after senior high, I did IPMC, which I did graphics and web designing there. By then, I realized the music was more part of me more than anything. Even though both the visual art and then so on and so on falls under art, but I was so much in love with the music more. So I mean, I was that very good literature student too, so I was able to fuse myself one way or the other. So I mean, composing or putting words together to make sense to people wasn't a problem for me. So I realized, I mean, I could do more into music. So I mean, that was it, and then I channeled my energy into it. Yeah, we are today. Agbeshie is one of the biggest.
So how many records do you have now?
I saying professionally, or songs I had already released, or how?
I mean, okay, you do have a lot in the pipeline, but then how many have you released? Like
even that one I can't mention because I know I've released few. If I'm not lying, I can say 8 or 9 or 10.
Okay, but Wrowroho is one of your biggest commercial songs.
I'll say Wrowroho gave me the major breakthrough as an artist who people are ready to listen to.
Okay. But how do you feel when people relate to the concept Wrowroho? You know, for the young guys, for us, it's normal. Hey, when you go to the club and they're bumping it Wrowroho. But you know, these older folks, you know, they see these videos, they listen to the content, and then some people do not feel alright with it. So how do you explain that? How do you?
Well, I've said this countless times, and then I'll say it again. Wrowroho is a gospel song. Wrowroho is not. I'm a Voltarian.
So for the first time ever live on Eyedol TV, you know Wrowroho is a gospel song.
Yeah. So I'm a Voltarian.
Sister Coos. Bummy D, mommy.
I'm a Voltarian trying to play with the word from the accounts, which is Wrowroho. Now, all I was trying to say in the song is naked truth.
Okay.
If you want to say something, don't beat around the bush. Be straightforward. If you want to say something, be bold enough to say it. Represent whatever you're saying. Defend whatever you're saying. Be truthful.
Right.
So now, the Bible said we have to be truthful. We shouldn't lie, right? So when I'm telling you Wrowroho is a gospel song, you should understand, because I'm telling the whole public and the whole world to know that whatever you're doing, be honest and be truthful. Don't lie. Stand.
It's all about truth. It's all about truth. Be truthful in all ways. Never lie.
So sometimes we have the what people call, how do you call it, jargon. We have what people call term. So the song is saying Wrowroho. It's not saying Wrowroho.
Yeah.
So there's a two phrase there.
Okay.
It's saying Wrowroho, Wrowroho, Asem no ho, Wrowroho, Wrowroho. So there's a two different phase of.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be the literal meaning. Like it can just represent
don't
something.
Wrowroho. I'm not saying Wrowroho. I'm saying Asem you or Wrowroho. Ne kind of crano. Yeah.
Okay, so talking about coming from the Volta region, so you how did you start your whole music? Did you start rapping in Ever or in Tree directly?
Okay, the fortunate thing is I wasn't born in the region. Okay. I was born and bred here, schooled here, but I've done few, because I remember when I was in JSS, I was doing the rap, which I quite remember. We did the Cisco's, the Jarus, Copyright and the Bradfords and all of that, and then I came to senior high, and then I fell in love with reggae dance, so I found myself doing raga, blah blah blah. But I realized that the powerful tool I had was the rap. So, but then it helped me to be able, because reggae dancehall comes with a lot of singing. Yeah. So it helped me grow into that realm that I can be able to sing, because I can sing where I am. I can rap. So, I mean, I realized that, okay, so after me knowing my strength and my craft, then it means that I have to make sure I represent. So how do I represent myself? That means that I have to take my side, which is Volta region. So I realized too that what the artists we have from the region was not too much enough. So I mean, there should be adapts, me, someone else, whoever, to make it more. So I mean, I decided to represent Volta region. I was in Accra here pushing my songs. My first major hit song I got from the region was Beyonce, which is 2014.
2014?
Yeah, 2014 was my major hit song from the region. And ever since, it's been non-stop.
So you visit the region regularly?
Yeah, not too much regularly, but I go there when I know I have concert to play and I have show to play.
And how's your fan base in the region?
Yo, I make fun of the phone.
Let them know,
yo, it's crazy.
Still Star Cruise. Bummy D, mommy.
Okay, so talking about the differences, the Volta region, trying to represent your side, and looking at our industry, how certain languages are thriving so hard. I mean, don't you think sometimes you using your lyrics, for instance, rapping in your dialect, actually limits you in a way?
I don't know, but for some reason I believe that music has no language barrier.
Okay.
As much as the vibe is clean, the rhythm is good, There are people who are in, let's say, Yugoslavia, who don't understand wrong, but they feel the vibe. They like that, you know what I mean? So it's all about getting your melodies, tunes or tones properly, so people can be able to relate with. Because one thing I believe so much in is commercial music. As much as hard I can go as a rapper, I try my best to come down to the level where people can be able to relate to my music. It being Akanga, Hausa, Ever or whatsoever, it should be music and people should enjoy it. That's my policy. Okay.
So you once worked with Adam, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so how's your relationship like? I mean, looking at two stars from the Volta region trying to work together to make things work.
Well, my relation with Adam is like one with a junior brother. Adam is my senior brother. Age-wise, music-wise. So I mean, he's my senior brother. So whenever I have issues that I know is beyond me, I reach out if necessary. I do that. But he also respects me for my act and my whatsoever I have as an artist, because he knows I'm an independent guy who's, I mean, I've carved a niche where people really know that, yeah, this guy, when you mention him, they in there. Yeah, so, and I respect him too.
At least talking about releasing tracks from way back in 2014, meaning at least you've been in the game for some time.
Yeah.
So besides this, I actually want us to focus on the financial aspect now.
Sure.
You know, because people talk about getting money from shows, albums aren't selling no more. So how is music working for you? I mean, economically, financially.
I would say good works so by itself, because I have been always that artist that want to be on point, and I've always been on point. Believe me that music has been paying, because I don't do any job apart from this, my music, and however I'm looking right now, with magic or anything, with through this music, and I mean, but when you do it well, we have so many watches sellers. But believe me, people you can move from Medina here and go to maybe La Paz to just get watch it. It means that there's something special about that watch that you love to consume. So I believe so much that there's so many musicians, but then I am different. I have my ways, and my act and craft is what is putting me and feeding me out there. So therefore I don't joke with whatever I put out, because that's what I live on. And for all these years, it has been like that, growing myself day in and out, growing myself. Last 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I was working with a label which is One Fame Entertainment, which was under a released Original, was under a released Adjust, was under a released God, was under a released Agbeshie, was under a released Wrowroho. Wrowroho was the last project I did with them before.
So you're no more with One Thing?
I'm no more with One Thing. So, if let's say my craft or what to do as an artist is not on point, I don't think they will fetch me or work with me. So those are the things that have kept me going, and believe me being here today, it wasn't on the silver platter, or I didn't just wake up with a silver spoon in my mouth, or
you know what it is, the hustle is real.
It's work.
Okay, but how about the external forces? Even though some musicians are making money, all right, but then they believe they can make more if the external forces help, like the cameras, the musical. But it seems those people are totally ignoring the musicians. That is from the perspective of some musicians. So what do you think about that? How is...
Well, me, I haven't been paid by Gamo before. Gamo haven't called me, but I'm a musical member. I go for meetings if I have to. But nobody has given me anything. I'm waiting though, so people get my questions. So, but then I think it makes sense, and then it helping one or two people, but some of us it's not yet. But maybe in the near future it will.
Because it sometimes feels like a step down on musicians. I don't know if you realize Back Tie, for instance. We still hear his music, with Miss Bell.
I think that guy is no more.
He's no more, and he died of tuberculosis. Something. So, in your perspective, how do you see yourself from 5 years from now? Let's say 20 years, if you choose not to do music anymore. Do you think the system is that well to still, let you enjoy the fruit of your labor?
Well, first of all, I have a state of mind, which is what Agbeshie is a global asset, not only Ghana asset. So I'm looking at myself growing more, and then venturing myself into so many things, invest in a lot of businesses. So if in the next, let's say 5 or 10 years, I'm not doing music anymore, I can still be in my pasa and then be receiving some coins and all of that. And I think that's one of the things that most of our artists forget. When they start getting whatever they're supposed to get, they forget themselves. They invest into shoes, clothes, and so on and so on. But I have a plan, and you don't know I have a tomato farm. Wow. Yeah, I have a tomato farm from where I'm coming from.
First time ever. Live on Eyedol TV.
Yeah. That's what I've been investing into small. So when the money comes, we will have billions of acres.
Charlie.
Yeah, Agbeshie tomato export any.
Agbeshie is a farmer, so it actually means the farming, farming business that is a really attractive venue, right?
Sure.
But we don't really see a lot of the. Is it because can we have a situation where musicians can actually promote things like farming, make it interesting?
Yeah, sure.
You as a farmer.
Yeah, sure. And I'm not only artist farming in Ghana. Samini is farming, is my godfather, and I know few that I would not like to mention, but I know they have the how do you call it, the pig farming and all of that. One or two people that I know. So it's good to venture in such business because you need to invest regardless.
Okay. So let's talk about your show. You have an upcoming show in the Volta region.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's the Agbeshie live concert, which is I call giving back to the region, my fans beyond even Volta region. And I intend to do this because I've realized that my people in Volta region don't really get much, because we want to appeal to the rest of the Ghana and co, so we don't give the region much, and I've decided to give them full entertainment for them to get amused more. And then it comes with one or two educations, because we will be doing the health screening and all of that. We have some one or two dignitaries coming to talk about sex and the Bible.
Because Wrowroho is a gospel song.
Yeah. So me myself, I'll be educating them on one or two, abstinence compared to abstaining from sex. If you can, you have to protect yourself because sex is real. So we'll be talking about all those stuff and educate the youth from Volta region about that. So Agbeshie live in concert don't only come with music and dance, it comes with education too as well. Yeah, so there's a lot more coming, and it's 28th of this month. You have other artists on the bill? Sure. I have a few artists from the region. From the JJ Gonami, Hector, Kiniais, Edem, Havelinuna, name them. All the boys are coming, and I have a surprise guest artist too for the night. Surprise guest artist? Yeah, because after mentioning Edem, Felinuna, I don't know the episode is also coming. So but there's a surprise guest artist. So, wow. Yeah. Is that your girlfriend? It could be her, It could be my mom. Okay, so let's triple down into relationship issues. I just mentioned. I'm sure by the time all the girls are wondering, are you hooked up? Like, how is business, work, and relationship like? I'm dating. I have some girls really, I love them. They worry me too, but I love them like that. How's your schedule like? How's your schedule like? Does it affect? Because a whole lot of girls who date musicians usually get intimidated because they feel like, wow, he's on stage, other girls throwing themselves at him and a whole lot. How do you manage that? I think lucky enough, the lady I'm dating is not a social media person. She's not that open kind of person. I would not say because she's not nice or one way or the other. We have people who are not so much into our music, like system or terrain or whatsoever I should call it. She's different and she's in a different world, So it makes it kind of difficult for me sometimes when I have to relate her to my work. But she's a broad-minded and a learned person for the matter, so she understands one way or the other. Okay, at the end of the day, we have to win a bread, and I'm the breadwinner, so she understands. Okay. So it's all about business. Sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this whole music thing, where people sometimes see others as targets, fine, okay, I'm coming up and then I realize, okay, this guy is so good, why don't I just diss him and perhaps get What is your idea on conflict entertainment? Well, there's rivalry in everything, wherever you find yourself, even in the church. The pastor, that's why we have the young pastor and the head pastor, regardless. But the young pastor will have to do or strive more to get that head pastor title, you know. And then, like they say, overtaking is allowed. But if someone will have to overtake you, you have to allow or slow. So, I believe in being smart in however you see yourself or whatever you're doing. You have to be smart, because day in and day out, children are growing, they are giving birth, massive talents are growing, you know, beyond whatever we have now. So you just have to keep yourself running and keep going, because there's no time. And me, if I see anybody, if you throw a shot at me at Agbeshie, I'll come hard.
Wow.
Yeah. If you throw a shot at me, I'll come hard, because automatically I know you want to grab what I have from me and just wipe me off. So when you come at me, I'll come. When you come like one, I'll come like 5.
Multiple times.
I'll come very, very hard, and you go like, wow, really? Because I'm not here to allow anybody to take what I have. What I have is divine gift. So I have to protect it.
Okay, alright. So let's talk about your new single. What's the title? You know, Agro, you know, featuring
Pono.
Wow. So how's it doing on the market? Or
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet. Okay, so that could be one of your biggest surprises, right? At the show.
Now you're being smart.
I'm trying to open up the box. So Jack in the box, Charlie. Everyone knows what to expect. Okay, so from what I understand, like, people see you because you do Wrowroho and all that. People don't know the hardcore aspect. So is it that you tend to do what the people like, or then you have a marginalized audience? You know, you're doing this for the commercial people, you're doing this for the hardcore guys?
I do. The thing is that, like I said earlier on, I believe in commerciality. I mean, you being commercial as an artist, because if you're not commercial, you don't go sell it. You go home for Ghana. You go home, believe me. When I can compare from, how do you call it, original, Adjust, Agbeshie. I'm not saying they're not big songs, they're huge songs. But why for play Wrowroho and everybody will be loving Wrowroho? There's a difference, you know what I mean? And it comes with content and rhythm, sound, whatever they do, because word, sound, power is something that is powerful. So when you're using them, you should know
words,
sound, power. They are the most powerful tools, because God was like, let there be light, and there was light. He spoke, you know, so there's power when you saying anything. So if I can say Wrowroho and someone is taking his clothes, you should know that sound and word is very powerful. So, I mean, for me, it has to be commercial. People have to just love it and ready to listen to it. That's me, my policy. I'm a rapper. Any day, anytime I can prove myself. The world know them. My followers know that Agbeshie will be some themed rapper. So
so you put a sound together with the words, and then what? You have the power, right?
Thank you.
Okay, Charlie. So something for your fans. Can you just spit out some freestyle? You know, like let them have a feel of Agbeshie.
Vivant. Demadoma non abada. Yema ablodi. Malagbaja. A kina do have you send ever my beer dollar. Ungrateful creatures, you're all about to fade out. Me, I get my skill style with ass wide. Space no they reach me. What be Wi-Fi? King of the jungle, they don't try you the form. When we meet, I go swear your high five. Gang, boss, a boa.
You know, the intro note, you know, a boy, and then, you know, what comes up with Tono, you know, like,
Shout to Medical, man, Charlie. Big up yourself, bro, you know what I mean? You know, I think badness.
So, how do you feel like getting him on the track? You know, like, sometimes you want to do some collabos and some other artists within, you know?
Well, I think my connection with Medical was meant to be kind of one, and he understands and respects my talents as an artist, and I also do. When we met, it wasn't that difficult for us to click or to work. You know, sometimes, even I said now, people are still sending me songs or want me to even listen to their songs that sometimes due to time and schedules I can't. But you know, he heard my vibe. He's like, yo, Charlie, you know, I would love to be on this song, blah blah. We did it, and
So where can people find your songs? You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just simple. All the digital platforms.
All the
just imagine it, and then just search Agbeshie Music, Agbeshie Agbeshie with music attached to it. I mean, Google Agbeshie Music, Agbeshie Agbeshie with music attached to it, and then you will see all the songs from Chuchu Blema to now. You will hear everything.
Finally, though, I mean, talking about where we can find your songs, how do you feel about free downloads? Someone will just take your song, put it on a website, and others can just download it for free.
I think it's not good, but all we need is a system. We need a system. The structures have to be put in place so we can survive out of it. But if not, we will never. Because yesterday was I think just some few days ago, DK released an EP. The next thing I saw I'm not going to mention their name. They sent me the link to make a download for free. Can you imagine?
Download for free.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yes, which is so uncool. So we need a system, child. We need the appropriate system, you know.
Control
legit one where we go get money, you know?
So the bootlegging, the free downloads, all that, you're not helping the artists. Please just support them. Just download for like how much? For some few coins, you know.
Some be like 45 pesos. You know the cost. Why people they do that?
So please, no free downloads, okay? No bootlegging, no free downloads. Pay for the money, pay for the song.
Thank you.
Right? Okay. So Agbeshie, your final words.
My final words. I don't think I'm dying now, so I don't have any final words.
Sorry.
I have continuing words.
For this session. For this session alone. Because it's seriously looking up something in the studio, you know?
Yo, guys, Charlie, on the real, man. Charlie, this is your boy Agbeshie the Wrowroho, aka our gang boss, Charlie. And I beg you people, they can't drop new song. If you do watch or you do watch this video right now, I beg, Google Agbeshie Music or Agbeshie featuring Ponobium Agro. It be my new song, Charlie. They pop out there, people they love them, get them. I mean, I'm not talking go just download them, go buy them, go buy them, and then support me. I beg you people, and big up yourself, big up everybody who they follow me. We're about to take Ghana to the next world. Mad Ewe Gang Boss.
That's it. We're about to take Ghana to the next world, and I've been with the Ewe Gang Boss himself, Agbeshie. Still talking about Ghana music, its impact, and then now you know it. And then
I feel Wrowroho.
So you've been on Eyedol TV. You've blessed the show. No, you've not blessed the show yet. I actually want you to officially bless the show. You know, like Charlie, bless the mic with some.
Like right now they're on Eyedol TV. Where I'm from, when they see me in the bar, because I'm an idol. People say no, the guy is far from my idol, he be God. You know, go understand where the team from. We learn and we know him. Shout, Ewe Gang Boss.
Charlie.
I feel Wrowroho.
He just spoke about his show, everything. And then in case you didn't know, you're watching Eyedol TV, you can watch this interview on YouTube, or you can follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram at Eyedol TV.
My name is Agbeshie and you are...
Wait, that's my job. I'm doing the outro. I'm Michael Yemen. He is
Agbeshie the Wrowroho. Thank you, we love you.
Sister Coos. Bomi D, mami. One fin. Ewe Gang Boss. Apoa. Otonono. Apoa. Otonono. Apoa. Otonono. Sister Coos. Mami Sadi, no. Sadi, no. Where the mami Sadi, no. Sister Coos. Mami Wadi, no. Wadi, no. But then mommy, wadi. I feel Wrowroho. I feel Wrowroho. I'm on Wrowroho. Make a dream my shirt first. My mood high, I know they want verse. Some girl want